Music by Indigo Saint.
Yeah, peak work. I'm moving no research. See, that's the difference between making a bag or losing a bag. Or it's like work. Research. BOT make the tech work. And Underdog, you like Cap Kirk. We masters in the metaverse, just research.
You have reached the right place, the right channel, the Underdog Research Channel. And this is SWFTCoin 3, the Money Trail series, part 2 of 2 for the project overview of MetaPath. And I'm going to pick back up where I started, but I got to give you my legal disclaimer. Folks, I am not a tax advisor. I am not your financial advisor. Nothing I tell you is for financial or investment advice. This is purely for educational purposes only. So please do your own research. You can read my disclaimer right there. And with that being said, let's pick up where we left off. Here we go. I have more. We are just getting warmed up. Let's talk about it. New discovery. Path, aka MetaPath, the governance token of the L2, layer 2, called the V token. Path will not be tradable, but can be exchanged for PBT. That's for Path. In one direction, inflation rates of Path. Path is not tradable, but it's exchangeable for PBT. And PBT is exchangeable only in one direction. Oh my goodness. See, if you want me to work that out for you, then I'm going to work it out for you. We're going to keep going, but I want you to understand, if you had a question, MetaPath is launching a new token. It's the Path token. The Path token is MetaPath's token, and it has not been launched yet. It's between July and September of 2024. That changes the timeline on everything, and that's just one of many great things I have to tell you, folks. Let's keep going because there's so much to go over. Let's go. Path protocol that we have here. On February 20th, 2024, Path protocol says, thank you, HOC's attention. We'd like to provide further clarification on the Path protocol, which primarily consists of two protocols, Path Bridge and Path Node. Didn't MetaPath talk about having two protocols earlier I talked about? And now you get to know the name of it. The Path Bridge and the Path Node. Let's keep going. Path Protocol is a full chain ecological routing network. Let's delve into it. It's one, a decentralized cross chain as the core driving force of BTC to build Web3. Native assets on the blockchain for BTC, including BTC, that's Bitcoin, will be the core. BRC20 proves it, enabling these assets to have better payment and transaction experiences and even interact with more complex applications, will be the priority. The Path protocol implements cross-chain through a hybrid system involving both relay and notary mechanisms. The states of other blockchain systems are accessible to the Path protocol through relays, allowing Path network and cross-chain instructions from Path protocol are issued to other blockchain systems in a form of notarization. The cross-chain component preceding the launch of the Path protocol network must first implement the notary mechanism to facilitate the subsequent migration. Decentralized fair mechanisms are achieved through KYC of founding nodes, the committee node asset pledging, formation of temporary committees and VR algorithms, multi-signature for supervising, reporting malicious nodes, and ensuring fairness. That is hobo, blase. It does a lot of stuff. That's what it says. And I'll break that stuff down for you. I just wanted you to see the fact that this protocol has been in the works since MetaPath was first formed. And this two-part protocol will take place while the SWFT technology of MetaPath is still in place. This is the building of the infrastructure on the BSC. Who uses BSC? What platforms? Bitcoin and these other platforms. But we're not done. I have so much more to tell you about this, folks. Here we go. What's about to happen for Path Protocol is great innovation in history of crypto. A pilot that truly honors the principles of decentralization, where the community leads everything right, and the spirit of BTC. And that was December 22nd of 2023. Now, folks, I want you to know, Path Protocol on April 7th, 2024, this is still an active project. At the conference it had, Path Protocol will be showcasing alongside many other excellent projects. We look forward to meeting you tomorrow. And on April 7th, they have Jackie, Path Protocol's ambassador for the Chinese-speaking region, gave a project roadshow of the Bitcoin Layer 2 conference organized by Bitcoin CYC Lab. Folks, Path Protocol has a target audience, and that target audience right now is in the Chinese area, but that is one of the main areas. It's all over. I don't want to make sure I water this down. I don't want to make sure I water this down. I want to make sure you understand. They are there working in silence, and you didn't know about it because you weren't supposed to, but the Underdog Researcher shows you the difference between a researcher and a content creator. That is the connection. Protocol, Path, and I hadn't even got finished yet, folks. We got so much more to talk about. I hope you're ready. Let's get it going. This is what you asked for, and you're going to get that research here. The industry, let's talk about it. MetaPath, Path, aka, was started in 2021. It's headquartered, it shows in Silicon Fresco City area, Silicon Valley, West Coast. It is active. Path, aka MetaPath, is Matthew O'Neill, the CEO. He had venture capital backed in 2021. Now, let's keep going. It's time to put it together. MetaPath is now live. This is MetaPath on March 16, 2022. They announced crypto is complicated. We simplify it. Swap, hodl, and trade across the metaverse of crypto, NFT, marketplaces, gamified worlds, all in one place. And then we thought, in the Billionaire Blueprint, I brought you that MetaPath in 2022 was given an undisclosed venture capital funding. But I found out what that was. But folks, if it's in 2022, and they was founded in 2021, right there it says it was seed funded in 2021. So who gave them the money? Well, you're going to find that out in my upcoming videos. Now, check this out. Path O'Neill is the CEO of Path. And in 2022, MetaPath raised an undisclosed amount, but the company started in 2021. Now, here's a new discovery, folks. I want you to pay attention to details. The Underdog Researcher is about to go down a whole nother path. Stop what you're doing, press the reset. I know it's a lot of information, but I done blowing the heads off of this project by exposing you to all the stuff you need to know. Check this out, folks. Here we go. Pay attention to these details. MetaPath, Path, Matthew O'Neill. It says right there, Board Matt Path. We saw the connection with Christina Chen with the Board Apes. Same name in hers. Ramble Land, same with his. Founder and CEO of MetaPath. I put it in green so you can read it. To the left, Path.finance. Joined March 2022. Company was started in 2021. Now, March of 2022, they started the social media page. And by May, less than 6 weeks later, this is one of the first reposts by Matthew O'Neill. You see it at the top on the MetaPath He reposted MetaPath post, and this is what it says. Pay attention. This is where I go down a rabbit hole that you didn't even know about, folks. May 17th, 2022. Buy Otherdeed for Otherside with cryptocurrencies across 10 blockchains. MetaPath says a chance to get your own mega Kodas. Thousands of lands from Otherside Meta are waiting for you. Here's the key takeaways I need you to take from this. May 17th, 2022. Otherdeeds, first word. Otherside Meta, second word. Mega Kodas, third word. Keep that in mind. 3 days later, Matthew O'Neill, the CEO of MetaPath, repost on his page on May 20th, 2022. Kodas are rare and you can only get them from Otherside lands by Otherside Meta. Get your own land with MetaPath. Path.finance. Interestingly, Ramble-Land. Let's look at his name on his social media. Ramble Otherdeed. May 21. MetaPath on his page. Let's try this again for the people in the back. Let's put it together. Buy Otherdeed for Otherside with cryptocurrencies across 10 blockchains. Otherdeeds. Ramble. Bored Apes. Let's think this through, folks. Bored Matt. Otherdeeds sent out by Matthew, the CEO of MetaPath. Also with the Bored Ape connection. And then Ramble-Land on September 8th. After this of 2023. What does he say? Ramble-Land post, Otherside Meta. Otherside Meta. This is what he says. He says, a repost from Otherside Meta. The quest to return to Oda to the other side will unfold over the course of its season as they learn how to farm and fend for themselves. Oda will acquire new skills and set out on adventures to explore the wilds. But first, you'll need to train them to contend with the dangerous path ahead. Why does it matter, Underdog Researcher? That's what you're thinking, Underdog Researcher. Why does it matter? Well, let me show you why. I told you folks earlier, SWFT Blockchain, Christina Chen, cross-blockchain trading platform. This was at the NYC NFT 2023. That's last year, folks. She talked about, she's the CMO of SWFT. She's the CMO of MetaPath. She was inspired by Bored Ape and all the people in that community. She's a co-founder of AWSB, Ape Capital. And she talked about Gordon Goner that was in the community with her, YugaLabs, who is one of the co-founders of Bored Ape Yacht Club. And YugaLabs, Gordon Goner, and Garga is the people who's the head of this project. Now, they have 3 main YugaLabs products at this time. Now, there's more. CryptoPunks isn't up there. But we know them for Bored Ape Yacht Club. We know them for the Mutant Ape Yacht Club. And we know them for Otherdeeds, Otherside. What is Otherdeeds? Build Otherside, collect resources. Otherdeeds is Bored Ape Yacht Club land. Play on it. Make it yourself at home. Otherside will be what you make it. And Otherside deed will be your key. Your other deed enables you to claim a plot of land when Otherside launches. There will be a total of 200,000 other deeds. The first 100,000 other deeds are available on April 30th of 2022. The second 100,000 other deeds will be exclusively rewarded to Voyagers who hold other deeds and contribute to the development of Otherside. For those with Bored Apes or Mutants, your other deeds await your claim. For all other adventures, other deeds will be available for sale. You're thinking to yourself, Underdog Researcher, you're keeping us on the edge of our seats. We see it. We see the connection. But what does it mean? Well, you wanted to go to a content creator instead of a researcher. But I'm going to get it for you because I like you. I want to make sure that you understand the connection. This is all with MetaPath. I have not gotten off of MetaPath. It's so deep. And yet it's right there in your face. Let me bring it to your attention. Here we go. This is what I found. This is what the Otherside NFTs look like. Now, they're not static NFTs. Both the land that is virtual, digital land, and the characters evolve. This is a game that you're immersed in, and you get other benefits by holding these characters. This is an interactive world called the Otherside that is in this network, and MetaPath is connected to this network. And the great thing about that is all these benefits that come with it. Oh yes, all the benefits that come with it. I gave you a glimpse of it, but I would like to tell you a story. If you don't mind, if it's okay with you, could I tell you a story? I want to give you the Underdog, the YugaLabs story, by Underdog Research Channel, starring Indigo Saint. Here's the story.
Demo 1, take 1. The Professor. Produced by Area 51, performed by Indigo Saint. Yes, sir. Okay, this is how it goes. Yeah, money a basic amenity, but ain't no cap, it's so verity. I had to learn about rarity, commodities, currencies, NFTs. My verse in a virtual reality. The metaverse case, you need clarity, but I ain't that smart, guess who teaching me? The same man who taught me about multitasking, man, I do the profess. So thank you, profess. The balance sheet looking like zeros in check. Yeah, so thank you, profess. I made so much money, now I need a ledger. So thank you, profess. Been taking down notes, now I'm making my notes. That's what thanks to your lectures. So thank you, professor. Yes, bless. All I play is crypto chess. Stress, less. Be good with my EPS. I want the lion's share, yeah, I must confess. Been a sole proprietor in my life, I guess. So my life is told I gotta do my best. My only limited liabilities when I rest. TED Talks about the life that I live outside. Trying to get over this digital divide. For this VR, I need a hitchhiker's guide. Quick, fast. I need to learn to make my earnings last. I'm thinking about taking up an accounting class. I'm headed to the moon in a gravitational mass. Yeah, basic community.
Indigo Saint. If you need some music and you like great music, check out Indigo Saint. That was his song, and he's going to help me tell his story. Thank you, Indigo. The Third Eye. Make sure you subscribe. Links in the description of this video. Part of the people that I rock with. Now, let's go through the story of YugaLabs. Once upon a time, there's a company called YugaLabs. And this company had a project called Otherdeeds. And Otherdeeds was a great idea. It was a continuation of their idea and creation for metaverse lands, for a Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club holders. In fact, it was like so much that it was able to raise $450 million from a company called A16Z Crypto. Pay attention to that name for later on, by the way. Now, I digress. Now, they thrived, and they had a plan. In 2021, YugaLabs decided that they was going to do something big, and they came out with Bored Ape Yacht Club. And just like Christina Chen said, no one expected it to blow up like that, but they did blow up. They had a Bored Ape ecosystem, ApeCoin, $4 billion valuation. And there was going to be this big release of Otherdeeds, but then something happened. The aftermath when they launched did not go as planned. See, Otherdeeds Mint was filled with disgruntled community members voicing their complaints on Twitter over YugaLabs' handling of the event. And then the launch of the Otherdeeds NFTs gained massive support from the community, but selling out almost immediately, and then it dropped because the high demand of the launch drove Ethereum gas up so high that users paid 2.6 Ethereum, $3,302 at the time, or up to 5 Ethereum to complete their transactions. Many community members were sad and unhappy with the event. And according to Twitter, they saw several people speculate the event had been planned to fail. So the group advised they would launch and do something different. As the team mentioned, it's chain migration. And YugaLab tried to apologize. They said on April 30th of 2022, they said, we're sorry. We heard that some users had failed transactions due to the incredible demand being forced through Ethereum's bottleneck. For those of you affected, we appreciate your willingness to build alongside us and know that we've got your back and we'll be refunding your gas. And they went on to say, we're so sorry. We're going to turn the lights off on Ethereum because of those gas fees. It seems abundantly clear that ApeCoin will need to migrate to its own chain in order to properly scale. We'd like to encourage the DIO to start thinking in this direction. YugaLabs had backlash from that. On May 2nd, 2022, just a couple days after the April 30th fiasco with the launch of Otherdeeds, YugaLabs Otherdeeds NFT Mint triggers backlash in the community. And folks, that was the story of YugaLabs. Number one in the space. $4 billion evaluation. Metaverse, NFTs, Bored Apes. They had it all. But those gas fees almost made them crumble. And then this happened. This is why I want you to know. May 2nd, they had backlash. And on May the 20th, 2022, Matthew O'Neill reposted, MetaPath are rare and you can only get them from Otherside lands by Othersidemeta. Get your own land with MetaPath, path.finance. And then MetaPath.me. That's the MetaPath app that you can go to, folks. The website advertises that they can get you these NFTs for the Otherdeeds. And then on September 8th of 2023, SWFT Blockchain CEO, just like MetaPath's CEO, posted a year later, Othersidemeta, the quest to return to Otherside will unfold. Now, folks, here's my thing. That was my story about YugaLabs. So why does it matter? What does it have to do with? They had a problem. 5 Ethereum. That's what people were paying and lost in gas fees. And they went back and they said they're rectified, but they realized they can't use a layer 1 no more like Ethereum. They realized they needed to make a change. And who could make that change? The connections they make? MetaPath did. MetaPath got in there. And right then in 2022, crypto crashed. But they said they had to change and do something different. And Christina Chen, She already had a connection. And Christina Chen is the CMO of MetaPath. And see, during that time frame, what happened? They had a backlash from having it on an Ethereum blockchain for gas fees. SWIFT has 0 gas fees. And SWIFT would allow people to transport these very valuable NFTs to this network. Now, folks, there's more to this story. One, OpenSea during that time frame took away even the commissions that these Bored Yacht Ape clubs were making, cost them $158 million during that time frame. They were bleeding out money. The metaverse didn't take off the way they wanted it to. They hadn't innovated, and they chose a layer 1. They made some serious mistakes. The evaluation of that project dropped drastically, but now we're looking at the future. But people still remember, and MetaPath stepped up to the plate. The next part I'm going to give you folks my disclaimer. Again, read it there. I'm not a tax or financial advisor, but something happened that you need to know about. NFT Tax Code Proposal 408M. This was March 21st, 2023. Not tax or financial advice, folks. On March 21st of 2023, the IRS in the United States declared tax some NFTs as collectibles, like art or gems, gains from NFTs, and IRS taxes as collectibles, subject to a 28% rate, which is higher than the current capital gains rate. To judge whether an NFT is collectible, the IRS will use a look-through analysis to determine whether the NFT is an asset or a collectible as defined in the tax code. This is the first NFT-specific guidance the IRS has issued. Tax Code Proposal 408M. The applicability of Section 408M collectible definition for items subject to Section 1H, pay attention folks, and for other purposes of the code, whether an asset is a Section 408M, collectible is also relevant for other sections of the code. For example, under Section 1H4 and 5, the sale or exchange of a collectible, an NFT, as defined under Section 408M, but including the coins, such as the tokens, crypto, and bullion, otherwise accepted from the definition under this section, is maximum of 28% capital tax gains. But read in the green, while an asset that is not collectible is generally subject to a lower maximum long-term capital gains tax. What does that mean? Tax Code Proposal 408M. NFT land, not tax or financial advice, folks. This is what it says. I highlighted in yellow. 40M for collectibles, there's that capital gains tax of 28%. Summarily, an NFT does not constitute the collectible. For example, a right use or developed. A plot of land in a virtual environment generally is not a Section 408M collectible, and therefore an NFT that provides a right to use or develop the plot of land in a virtual environment generally does not constitute a Section 408M collectible. So what we find out is, while an asset that is not a collectible under 408M is generally subject to a lower maximum long-term gains. Now, I know you're thinking, why did Underdog Researcher read me all that tax stuff? He know good and daggone well, and I'm going to say it, I am not a tax person, and I am not a financial advisor. I am a researcher, but this is what I found in my research, and this is why it's connected to YugaLabs and why the NFT space matters in this area. Here we go. December 4th, 2023, that's not too long ago, Bored Ape Gazette announces a $180,000 NFT in Kodas purchase. That's what MetaPath was talking about transferring, folks. You can transfer Kodas on MetaPath Mega Monday, this YugaLabs whale purchased a mega Coda for $180,000. Here's what we know. This Yuga Maxi, who owns several apes and Kodas, is now a metaverse mogul after they aped into an Otherdeed, that home of Mega Coda, earlier today. YugaLabs announces a restructuring. Now, folks, what I just showed you here is the difference between a researcher and a content creator. See, a researcher would not have known that people would just simply skip over that. I don't know why would people look over that. That is huge. Now we have a proposed legislation for the IRS code, which basically says that if you have an NFT, it's proposed that it'll be treated like any other artwork. And if you hold it, there's a 28% tax that could be capital gains tax. However, if you got metaverse land, then that is not going to be taxed at the same rate because it's not under the 408M and it's a lower rate. Now, why does that matter, folks? Because MetaPath talked about the Kodas and also Otherdeeds, because they said a few days after the fiasco with the Ethereum layers that they will be the people that send those on their way using their blockchain, using their technology. And don't forget the path, the third quarter of 2024. Don't forget what's happening there. We have two protocols. One is what? And the other one is the platform. The protocol is off the BTC layer and it can build on any layer. The MetaPath allows the swaps. You see, the MetaPath, what we're looking at is going to be the most technologically easiest to use, simplest to apply for that reason right there. Because individuals who have a lot more money than we do recognize that they could pour their assets into these NFT lands and also benefit from the NFT swaps by reducing the amount of capital gains tax by putting it into metaverse land. And I keep telling you, join the Underdog Channel's metaverse land. I have plots of land for us to go as a community to go to get up on that knowledge. But that's what I want you to understand. That is huge. And we need to talk about the restructuring. See, after all this happening this year, YugaLabs talks about a restructuring. The CEO returns. And this is the sentiment, though, of what people were thinking. And let's talk about that. You got to hear all of it. Good, the bad, the ugly. Here we go.
I do. And it's not fair to them, really. Like, they didn't ask to be the biggest and the best. They are that. But at least in NFTs, I actually, really, no joking aside, I do blame them. Man, how the mighty have fallen. It's crazy. YugaLabs valued at $4 billion. Raised $400 million, right? Not counting their NFT sales. Not counting those NFT sales. Not counting the Otherside sale. And here's the thing. They are the guys who raised that kind of money. They are the North Star. They were the builders. They were the ones who were going to deliver us the metaverse. Instead, what did they deliver? They bought CryptoPunks. What did they deliver, though? They brought in Daniel Allegre, who was going to do what exactly? Help build out this gaming ecosystem. So each phase of NFTs, just going to speak for myself here, always picture that, okay, things are ramping up. This project's got this announcement. These guys got this coming. These guys got a new mint. These guys are going to be doing this. I'm like, just wait till YugaLabs has their announcement. Just wait. Just wait. They're going to melt faces. And then it never came. The biggest mistake I think most people are making right now is focusing on the old established projects. It's such a huge mistake. If history repeats, the next NFT cycle, the next NFT run, most of these ain't coming back. Right? There's no new supply, so this is all people are focused on in NFTs. But most of these are not really coming back. It's going to be a whole new crop. And yeah, people will speculate like crazy on new stuff, right? If there's gains, if people can find profits, if there's like successful mints, all that stuff, that new mint meta is going to come back in full swing.
Pay attention, folks. So there was a lot of information there. And I want you to understand that how people are looking at this. MetaPath, YugaLabs, the Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, the Otherdeeds, they had an opportunity here. Investors still believe because they still hold on to it. But at the same time, you have to look at the market, what's happening, what's new. MetaPath is growing and connecting with everyone, the big names, the biggest names. This is what he said. He says in his tweet, Solana announced that the Bored Ape Yacht Club will be spun out into a subsidiary Bay LLC. Solana promised the company would also be providing more frequent updates on their gaming platform Otherside. We're going on 3 years since Yuga was founded, Solana wrote, and we couldn't be more excited about some of the stuff we've got in the pipeline. Now, right there, you should notice that means a lot. That says a lot. This is what they're doing. They are innovating. This was recently stated. Now, this is what you didn't know. They have also went into business with Animoco brands, Swift and MetaPath, YugaLabs, Improbable, and Otherdeeds. And yes, that's Yatsu that I talked about in the Billionaire Blueprint, which is already a person that I told you need to pay attention to. Folks, it says it everything. There's more to meet the eye. And you have to hear it. You got to see it. You got to put it together. But I have more for you. Here we go. It says it best here by Pax. Path says the following. What is about to happen for Path Protocol is a great innovation in the history of crypto, a pilot that truly honors the principles of decentralization, where community leads everything right, and the spirit of BTC. December 22nd of 2023. Now, as we look at this, we got to talk about the positive sentiment. Now, the positive sentiment is the good things they say about the project. So I'm going to bring you through the positive sentiment of MetaPath. I just blew your minds, I hope. I hope you see the bigger picture, because there's more to this story than just the things at the surface level. And that's what I've shown you all tonight. And I'm going to continue to show you with this research. Here we go. Let's bring it back to what we remember, Christina Chen. This is her speaking at the IE Metaverse Congress. Check it out.
Christina Chen was actually moderating another panel at the NYC Crypto Week. So that is why she's running in from the other event. Christina Chen in MetaPath, which is a cross-chain trading and NFT marketplace aggregator. So she also co-founded Bay Area WSB and the WSB AP Capital that focuses on NFT trading.
Christina Chen. She told you there when they announced her at this different conference that she was a speaker at the NYC NFT Congress. Now, that's a major conference in New York. As you can see there, there's her Bored Ape that she has minted for our page, Christina. And this is the people that was on the panel with Christina. Now, I'm going to bring you back to the NFT NYC conference that she spoke at. And we're going to go to that conference and we're going to connect the dots. I want you to see it, folks. This is bigger than what you ever imagined it could be. So here we go.
Today, we're going to have the discussion about the global trend NFTs, how community going to shape the ecosystem. First of all, I'm Christina. I started working in Silicon Valley in 2017 in the crypto space. Over the past 6 years, I have been building cross-blockchain trading platform named SWFT Blockchain. Metaverse became a concept. We wanted to extend our cross-chain trading experience in the Metaverse space. So we started a new project named MetaPath, all in one place for cross-chain trading NFTs, meaning you can use a BNB to buy a Bored Ape. I'm also a co-founder of Bay Area WSP, one of the biggest Mandarin-speaking communities. And out of the community, we started out AWSP Ape Fund. When BAYC were under one, we brought in 48 with a lot of rare trades. So one of the things that made our community famous, and one of the reasons I'm able to be here. In AWSP, we started talking on Clubhouse all day long, now on Twitter Space 24/7. So many other brands as well, like Adidas. Long time ago, I bought into Metaverse, I could get a real physical sportswear of Adidas brands. Nike, they acquired RTFKT and they own CloneX now. So one of the trends I see that big brands are rushing to the NFT marketplace. So what other global trends of the NFT space you see and hiding in the next 5 years, how it is interacting with other industries like sports, music, games? I personally believe community is one of the most important thing in Web3. So when BAYC came out, the next day, everybody in the community, when we were talking at the Clubhouse, all about the Bored Apes, and more than one. So you could see everyone was wearing a BAYC profile on the stage. If you didn't have one, you felt like you didn't belong there. You had to get one. Nobody knew that time a picture like a monkey picture could go that big, right? And then I still remember we were so happy feeling belong in the community. And I also remember Golden Goner. You know who he is? The founder of YugaLabs, right? He came to our community, sitting next to me. Well, just his profile picture, talking about the apes. Nobody knew who he was that time. He was nothing to talk to the picture. Oh, we like the picture, so happy, like so happy, this little ape. But we were so happy talking about the apes, but we're still happy. We felt the belongings, felt like being part of the community. But so lucky it became so big. I think one of the reasons is they got big investment later on because it's so how community are engaged in this. So NFT has been proven to be one of the things that connect human being to a digital asset. And it is NFT who draw us together today to discuss the global trend of the NFTs and how the community will shape the ecosystem.
Two things I want you to take from that. One, community. The community shapes the ecosystem. If you have yourself into a technology you like and you're not sharing it, the information that is being researched, if you're not on your socials, if you're not sending it to all the people and showing them how to get in, then that is on you. You can't expect someone else to do it. That's the first thing she noticed. That's how they got that 500x with the first project that she was in. That Bored Apes project that she was in, the capital project she was in, they had a all-speaking Mandarin community, and they was on it 24/7 talking Twitter, talking Clubhouse, and they made it work. And that's what you need to take from it. They also, did you hear that community? They all built, and that's where it's going. They also talked about big brands. Big brands, Nike she mentioned, Adidas she mentioned, and I see it. Right now, Nike has a blockchain where you can buy their shoes and it's on the blockchain so that when you go to sell it, you can make sure you have an authentic pair. It has to match the blockchain. Other companies, and I will get deeper than that, but you need to see that. This MetaPath is bigger. The metaverse is bigger. Don't let your mind only see what's in front of you. You need to understand they're spreading the word in their network. And if this goes, it's going to floodgates will open. And how much fees they get? Every transaction. And the protocols are building. Oh, we are just getting started. But that was the NFT conference. Let's go take a look at it. MetaPath, NFT. Let's talk about that by seeing what else happened at that conference. Here we go. Each year, one of the largest events about NFTs happens in New York City, United States, NFT NYC. And here's an example of what the major brands and companies who come all over the world and speak say about NFT. T-Mobile, they state it's relentlessly finding new ways to connect people to their world as we navigate the dynamic telecommunications industry. NFTs present a unique opportunity for us to explore innovative offerings for our wholesale customers. MasterCard, this is the opportune time to discover and refine the most effective ways to engage consumers using innovative technology like NFTs. Lacoste Web3 allows us to reward other kinds of relationships with our audiences than transactional interactions. It allows us to link actively, creatively, a conversation with utility and reward. Oracle, NFTs can create highly engaging, transparent, ownable digital experiences that are more meaningful for fans to deliver ROI. That's return on investment. Universal. Our vision with Web3 is to build technology underpinning of a foundation, user-first digital universe where a fan's relationship with entertainment and experiences is dependent, personalized, and made more meaningful. Wrangler, the jeans even. Heritage brands like Wrangler have rich stories to tell, and NFTs with blockchain technology unlock exciting new, engaging ways to tell these stories. Forbes, Warner Records, deepening fan engagement has always been a huge priority to ours, Warner. We are focused leveraging this technology to help our artists build, retain superfans. MoviePass, we believe entertainment of the future will be powered by digital currency. In exchange for our attention, NFT technology makes it possible. This is the meaning of why we have to look at MetaPath for Web3 and how it works. And I can't go without leaving this huge comment from Mercedes-Benz. Is on the path into the digital future. We are consequently pursuing the digitalization of our cars with software-driven innovations. It is our goal to continuously expand the possibilities for individualization of the interior. Besides digital art pieces, we also want to integrate our clients' personal NFT art and collectibles, thus enable an innovative brand experience. No matter who you look at, NFTs is still the conversation. And that's why MetaPath, we got to look at it for what it is, the connection to this future. I know you saw the big brands. I went from Mercedes, Oracle, the Adidas. These were companies at this event. And Christina Chen said it right there. The big companies are breaking their necks getting into this field. They see the future. They see where it's moving to. And whether you see it or not, MetaPath is in the right place at the right time, and we have to respect that, but we also have to pay attention. If the floodgates open, they have already built a network and they're still growing. They got major brands like Board Yacht 8 Club, Otherdeeds that are already using that network because of the fiasco that they learned from, lessons learned from using a layer one without the swap capabilities that Swift technology owns with MetaPath. Now, I want to take a few other looks into this conference. This is important. We're talking about a MetaPath technology for the metaverse, NFTs, gaming. So I want you to glimpse at what they did there.
NFT use cases to all the latest in AI. NFT NYC hit all the hot topics in Web3. With thousands of attendees, energy was super high here at the Javits Center. Let's look at the highlights.
You can actually feel the energy when you walk in the building. There's a lot of different people around a lot of different places inside of the industry. And so it's great to see kind of that convergence of community. What are you excited about?
Only one. We both know there's only one. It's AI. That's it.
For me, it's always about the future. And I think we've got this new incredible toy to play with called AI. So it really enables people to do things that they only could imagine doing or they needed other people to do for them.
We're going to see all kinds of AI-generated collections. This is incredible energy, a lot of optimism. Most of these people are builders. They're creating companies, they're creating protocols, unfazed by the perturbations of the market. So, a lot of optimism.
But honestly, seeing the entire conference being unfolded on just day one, I'm excited. The biggest thing is just a passion for what's possible in this space, in this industry.
As the market has shifted into a bear market, we see way more developers and builders and people who genuinely care about the space than a bunch of people in it for short-term money.
Because we need these moments where we're together to re-energize and share and to feel a bit of excitement.
Let's use NFTs to create engagement. We are tech people. We do this because we are deeply passionate and we love the technology.
Deeply passionate and love the technology. Now, that was a glimpse of the NYC NFT conference, the most recent one. And I know you probably paid attention in the background. I told you about paying attention. You saw Amazon and you saw all these other builders, but there was also some very important people there. How many of you caught this? Byron Donalds, Florida's 19th District Congressman. He was at the NYC NFT event. Now, why would Congress, a member of them, represent themselves in the most recently at these events? See, they do everything very, very curated. There's a reason. But as you look at the rest of the series that I give you with this MetaPath series, the money trail that we'll go down, as you look at it, you will see other major connections on both Republican and Democratic side. That is not the conversation. It's not about who you vote for. It's about why. There's a reason. I've showed you again and again by the Bored Apes with the Christina Chen, her with the top person who O'Neill. All these things connect. Matthew O'Neill says, sound market principles. Always find an asset you believe has real value with potential for an increase in demand. Invest what you can afford to lose and then go about your life. You got this. Enjoy the journey. Get metaversal. And he also says, how much emotion is driving your investment strategy? Think sound principles. That's staying in it to win it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have finished the second part of this review of the project MetaPath. I told you that we're going to be going down this road. I hope that you enjoyed it, but we're not done. This is just the first layer. If you want to be a part of this type of research and you see the difference and they not like us, then please join what the memberships that I've offered so that you can get exclusive content that no one else can. Go to the link in the description of this video. Join the Underdog Metaverse community. I'm already there. Join my Telegram. Get yourself involved. Get the knowledge you need and see how you can make a difference. Now, folks, next coming up in this series, we have SWFTCoin 3, the Money Trail series. I brought you the first part of 2 and the second part of 2 for MetaPath. Now, we're on this money trail, and that's what I'm going to be bringing you through, the money trail. And then we're going to go to SWFTCoin, the money trail, circular MetaPath wealth. And then I'm going to bring you to SWFTCoin, a worldwide wealth wheel. And that will complete the series. Now, the first two that you have received are the overview of MetaPath. That was my project overview. What I have to tell you, the next 3 to 4 videos in this series is going to be something serious. This was just a scrape of the iceberg. What I'm about to release after this part 2 of the project overview is going to make you understand completely exactly the technology that you are interested in. No one else can provide this for you like they do right here, right now on the Underdog Research Channel. And that's all I have. I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe. You get the membership, and let me know if there's a part of the video that you like. Hit on the thank you button, send some support for the channel, and on the area light, leave a comment so I can review and I can look at what people are looking at, and I can help you by giving you that research. And also you can go into the memberships for the community. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, this has been the Underdog Research Channel. Have a good one.
Demo 1, take 1. The Professor. Produced by Area 51, performed by Indigo Saint. Yes, sir. Okay, this is how it goes. Yeah, the money a basic amenity, but ain't no cap, it's so verity. I had to learn about rarity, commodities, currencies, NFTs. My verse in a virtual reality, the metaverse case you need clarity. But I ain't that smart, guess who teaching me? The same man who taught me about multitasking, man, I do the profess. So thank you, profess. The balance she looking like zeros in check. Yeah, so thank you, profess. I make so much money now, I need a legend. So thank you, profess. Been taking down notes, now I'm making my notes. That's what thanks to your lectures. So thank you, professor. Yes, bless. All I play is crypto chess. Stress, less. Been good with my EPS. I want the lion's share, yeah, I must confess. Been a sole proprietor in my life, I guess. So my life is told I gotta do my best. My only limited liabilities when I rest. TED Talks about the life that I live outside. Trying to get over this digital divide. For this VR, I need a hitchhiker's guide. Quick, fast. I need to learn to make my earnings last. I'm thinking about taking up an accounting class. I'm headed to the moon in a gravitational mass. Yeah, basic